Hello, hello, my beloved waking gods and goddesses. Welcome to Love, Truth, and Beauty. Do it yourself for Divine in the Flesh, where our PTSDs, our pains, traumas, suffering, and dramas are golden gateways to waking up and staying awake, where we get to learn how to manage the ups and downs of the totality of human experience in this perception managed reality, where our true seven senses have been dumbed down and limited into five sense reality, where even people who are so-called woke are referring to five sense reality, always surprises me and blows my mind. My name is Maria West, and I am your hostess of the highest, here to upload, download, inspire, and usher you into your bestest and brightest light, your bestest and brightest selves, and inviting you all to open your hearts wider and wider still. So here we are, my loves. We're all in this global madness, which is creating an interesting everyday canvas of life. For a lot of you, this is a change in lifestyle, whereas for me, I'm really not doing anything different. So let's begin, shall we? Before we get started, if you would give this video a thumbs up, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and select the all settings so that when we upload, the YouTube will let you know. And also, if you would share and comment, that would be very, very much appreciated. So what I want to talk about today, I want to talk about our seven senses. The reason being is that we've been flooded by all sorts of new videos and information on how-tos and how to navigate this worldwide global thing that we're all in, and how to manage our creativity, our energies. And I am hearing over and over again, five senses, five senses, five senses. Wrong. It's so wrong. Like, I can't even believe it. So what I want to go over is I want to go over the importance of seven sense reality, okay? Because the mind control is in five senses. And those of you who are claiming to be woke and you're referring to five senses, I'm sorry. Stop, okay? We have seven senses, okay? Sight, smell, sound, as in listening and hearing, taste, touch, our sixth sense, our intuition, our imagination. Right here, kids, sixth chakra houses our sixth sense, all right? And our seventh sense is our innate generosity and care, which is comprising of A, the divine masculine principle of gifting, giving, and B, the divine feminine principle of receiving. And in this situation that we are in globally, our innate generosity and care, our seventh sense, is greatly, greatly appreciated, so that we are kind to one another and that we dissolve the divide and conquer of the left, right, and center, he said, she said, we said, they said, blah, 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 and be in our hearts, my love, okay? So let me talk about the importance of seven sense reality, because the bridge is all about our imagination and our intuition, because this, to me, is the key that unlocks and unslaves all of humanity, because without this, we can't imagine any other possibilities than the possibility, the staunch, limited 3D reality of what consensus reality shows us, okay? All the doom and gloom. All the no way out. This is it, kids. It's bullshit. It's complete, utter bullshit. And we need to get with the program, all right? And this is where we get hijacked the most, is in our sixth chakra that houses our sixth sense of imagination, intuition, and being able to access the realm of all possibility. All right. And I'm going to get into this a little bit more in a few minutes as it relates to the nature of creativity. All right. The other thing, too, is our seventh sense of our generosity and care. Once again, I know I'm repeating myself. This is so important because we talk about love thy neighbor, and yet we don't love thyself. So a lot of what's going on, this inward pull to move from this sort of outside focus and coming inward is so important, because loving thy neighbor does not happen automatically. You have to love yourself. Okay? You've got to love yourself. Whatever that means for you, it means certain things for me. And you have to come to yourself, come back to yourself from all of the outward focus and come back into center. Okay, so let's talk about the nature of creativity. So the nature of creativity as it relates to the chakra system is what I'm going to focus on. All right, because we're not really taught this. And I teach this, and this is really, really, really basic. So the downward information, this is a download. This is a download from the divine. And we are each, I love to call us divine in the flesh, all right? We are love in a body, creativity in a body. And when you get an idea that's divinely inspired, it gets downloaded at your crown, the seventh chakra. Okay, and this is the idea of writing a book, the idea of creating a CD of your music, the idea of having a nice business of your choice, of your service, whatever that is, the idea of perhaps having a baby, building a house, the idea of having an organic farming business, etc. You name it, all right? That is divine inspiration. Unfortunately, this is the place where outside authority likes to insert their little wormy mind viruses that says, you can't do that. You've got to adhere. So that a lot of religious infusions of crazy sort of upending end of world ideas, it gets downloaded here. A lot of controls get downloaded here at the seventh chakra on the crown. And then what happens is that it gets downloaded here at our third eye. So the third eye is where divine inspiration turns into this divine vision, where you actually see yourself doing the organic farming. You actually see the house that you want to build. You actually see yourself in the recording studio recording your songs. You actually see yourself being a mom or a dad. You actually see yourself doing whatever divine inspiration has been downloaded, all right? This is where a lot of things get hijacked. And the powers that want to be, they have done all they can to affect the pineal gland, which is affects our day-night cycles, that keeps us kind of like whirling around. And I'm going to get into this a little bit more. I'm not going to focus into it. This is also where the controllers block any access to any kind of possibility other than what the news tells you, all right? What authorities tell you, what your parents tell you, what your spouses tell you, what limited reality tells you, all right? Okay, think about that. All right, so from here, it gets dropped into our throat chakras. Our throat chakras is about advocating what is truth. And for me, it's not just my personal truth. It is the absolute effing truth. But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to talk about truth. Being able to say no. Being able to activate the lost word of no. Or being able to be impeccable in what you say yes to. Really super important. Now, when it comes to the nature of creativity, you receive the inspiration, you see it. Now you can talk about it. You can talk about what you plan on doing, whether that's in a journal, whether it's to a very nice small group of trusted friends. Because here's the thing. When you talk about what it is that you want to create, it is imperative that you talk only, you discuss only, you share that information only with people who have your back. All right. We live in a culture where there is this resentment, envy, jealous culture that how dare you have a dream to do this, that, and the other thing. All right. So be very, very mindful. Be very, very, very discerning as to who you share your creative dreams with. All right. So once it gets dropped down here and you're able to speak about it, what happens is it drops into your heart center, your heart chakra, okay? And this is where you infuse that divine inspiration with your love, with your attention, where it's heartfelt, okay? A lot of people, unfortunately, manifest a lot of things or create a lot of things that are not heartfelt because they feel the pressure either from society or from their parents or from their tribe or some other authority that you've got to do it this way, and it's not in their hearts. Okay, so pay attention to those downloads. All right. After that, this creative spark goes from the crown, goes to the third eye, goes to the fifth chakra, our communication center, goes into our heart center, our love center, and then drops into the third chakra, which is here at the solar plexus. Now, the solar plexus is our power center. It is the seat of the soul. This is where our sovereignty is held, where we feel confident in our bodies to not necessarily defend our position, although if we're threatened, yes, absolutely, but where we feel strong in who we are. We feel strong in our convictions and what it is that we believe in and what it is that we want. All right. So creativity drops into our solar plexus chakras. This is our power center. It's the place where we stand strong and sit strong in our sovereignty, our individuality, and be connected because we're also in our hearts. And then after that, our creative spark drops down into the second chakra or the sex chakra. Now this is below our belly buttons, and this is where our creativity gets the food to actually move through our senses, paying attention to how we feel as to what happens next. This is also where we magnetize money, where we actually do the work, okay, that is required to complete our creativity. This is also where we get more ideas as to how to hone it, all right? Because the next step of creativity is in the first chakra, which is at the base of the spine. This is our manifestation chakra. This is also related to our survival, all right? This is food, clothing, shelter. And of course, with the shit show going on, our first, second, and third chakras are really, really being hammered by a lot of fear, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of uncertainty, when in reality, we're dealing with uncertainty all the time. We always have. But we have given so much of our authority outside ourselves. And whatever the situation is, we're all being asked to look within and to really understand that you are an expression of Source, God, Goddess, all that is. Really, really important. So the first chakra is associated with manifestation. It is also associated with a different kind of alignment where you're aligning spirituality, going down the chakra centers and aligning that spirituality and grounding it into our planet Gaia. Now, the world is not the planet, okay? Think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, contemplate it, and you can leave a comment or email me about what you come up. But this is important because all this fear and anxiety is affecting our first chakra, affecting our ability to feel safe in ourselves, feel safe in the world, feel safe in our homes, in our environment, okay, with all this virus stuff, okay, and all of the conspiracy, the 4D reality of, oh my God, the stormtroopers are coming in, all right? Okay, you understand where I'm coming from. Second chakra, All right, this is all about money. This is all about, you know, hoarding just in case. First chakra gets that too, as well as the third chakra, where our sovereignty, or our feeling confident in our lives and in our bodies, are being affected. Okay, so what's important here is meditation, so that we can be centered up here in possibility and also here in our hearts, so we don't lose our centers, we don't lose our humanity and our generosity and care. Really, really important. That's all I have for now. I just wanted to really just kind of share that information, and I'll talk more about it in detail, but I just really wanted to download you with the importance of our seven senses, and to really activate them and own them and really tune into them, and also the nature of creativity as it relates to divine inspiration down to manifestation from the 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st chakras, and to just start exploring that. All right, my loves, please be really good to each other. If you have any questions, you can email me. I'm also offering 15-minute private consultations with me that you can request via email, and this will be by donation basis. And until next time, be the love that you are. Share your love. Here's to love, truth, and beauty, my loves. Be well. Take care of one another. Mwah!